Погнали, погнали, я. Микрофон забыл. Погнали, погнали, говорю, я уже тут. Я уже прям тут, а игра запущена. Меня вот слышно. Все, я наконец-то нажимаю на эмблемку второй части. Не прошло и 100 миллионов лет. Тихо у меня. Вроде на 100 было. Ну, по звуку там сориентируете. Ой, новая картиночка. Интересно, за кого мы теперь будем играть? Что это?
Ой, Настя.
Ой, Ваня. Блин, а где все фиолетово? А почему все не фиолетовое теперь? Какое-то красное. О, перенос персонажа, наверное, нужен, да? Mass Effect 1. Ну да. Мира Шепард. 49 уровень. Именно она. Перенести. Перенесли. Так, сложность боя легкая, обычная, ветеран, эксперт, безумие. Обычная. Автораспределение. Очки распределяются вручную на экране отряда при получении уровня. Да. Распределяйте вручную. Субтитры ВКЛ, уровни использования силы отрядом.
Субтитры ВК ЛПЛЗ.
Да, конечно, как иначе-то. Она жена английского. Бойцы вашего отряда автоматически используют в бою наиболее эффективные умения. ВКЛ, конечно. Только оборонительными. И автосохранение. Все, отличные настройки, все, что нужно. Предыдущее обслуживание. Информация об импортировании игре. Название мира Шепард. Ранг 49. Нужно повысить. Это специализация солдат. Что произошло? Я просто тыкнула на стрелочку. Думала, поменять ранг может. А сразу началось. Ну ладно. Думаю, ничего не потеряют. Тёт Лен. Ну, реально, куда я на солдата нажал? Ну не ждите, что я буду субтитры читать, конечно. Я еле буду успевать сама их читать. Прокачал английский. Кэт? Какая-то Миранда появилась.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well
Русик
follow.
решила не ставить. Миринда.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
Так, после опустошительной атаки гетов на Цитадель прошел месяц. Галактическое сообщество стремительно восстанавливается. Альянс пожертвовал своим флотом ради спасения Совета и получил место в этой престижной организации. Совет вынужден был отреагировать на подтверждение того, что жнецы — гигантские машины, уничтожающие все органические цивилизации. Чтобы подавить распространение слухов, больше мы не узнаем это никогда. Блин, ну это ключевая, да, концовка была, то, что я спасла Совет. А если бы не спасла, все по-другому, наверное, было бы. Господи, я подумал, что это моя новая прическа.
4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth
У
activity.
меня очень тихая игра стоит, я заметил.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel.
Точка. Для тех, кто знает правду, поиск ответов только
Any
начинается.
known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. The stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Трэш какой.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either. Get to the damn shuttles! I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here. Shepard! Get the hell out of here!
Правильно, все правильно.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Рышачок какой-то пошел. Ну блин, Нормандия, почему вы лишаете меня ее в самом начале? Мой любимый корабль. Так, это все классно. Секунду. Подкрутить, подкрутила, и все, погнали. Ой, там что-то было написано. Без миникарт. По памяти, да, надо? Ага, тут закрыто. Ой, жесть. Ебать.
Пиздец. Страшно смотреть.
Охуеть. Блять, я ж туда иду.
Сходи к Ларе, МБ сексом займетесь.
Бля, Артём, заебал уже, что ты?
Come on, Joker.
Мои личные отношения лезешь.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up.
С жопку уже отсидел тут.
Another attack. Watch the arm.
Там же был прям открытый космос. Как они вышли?
Перезапускай. Ты проиграла.
Твоя тишина.
Проиграла. РМК.
Пиздец, напряжно, грустно. Еще юмористы сидят на трансляции. Mass Effect Genesis — это интерактивный комикс, резюмирующий события Mass Effect 1. Хотите с его помощью выбрать свою предысторию? Ну, да. Даже? Да.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way.
Помним первую часть.
Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. I hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors
Это
from
что
the
за
colony at
черные
Eden Prime, and there
прямоугольники?
was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren
Кажется,
was
этот
after the
комикс
beacon,
все-таки предназначен для тех,
and
кто
it
не
made
играл в
some
первую
sense out
часть.
of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species, Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Ash's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He'd caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier.
Можно было
Tough
списать?
but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their
Да,
own right.
можно.
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there.
Скипнуть.
And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to
Да,
stop
можно,
them.
можно было.
I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers.
Ах, отошел на 15 минут, а тут все еще мангу
Ну,
показывают.
это уже конец.
Routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Одно рутинное задание. Она закончила тем, с чего начала. И погибла, я так понимаю, да, в космосе.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
Опа.
The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Лазарь. Проект Лазарь. Угу. Сейчас меня обоснуют, я так понимаю, внешку мне полностью изменят. Чисто с нуля собирают. Ну ладно, не с нуля, что-то, видимо, осталось. Бля, что за технология? Загрузка была. Опа. Я так и знала, что можно изменить внешность. Блин, а чё? Оно тут предназначено больше за геймпадом, так понимаю. Подтвердить воссоздание типовой внешности. Подтвердить произвольной внешности. Блин, не знаю, оставить?
Технология смены иглы.
Блин, не знаю, что оставить или поменять внешность. Я уже боюсь в этой игре что-то нажимать. Я в прошлый раз ничего не нажала и все скипнулось. Да, не. Произвольная внешность.
Да, оставляй.
Да блин, ну как-то нелогично то, что ее, блин, с нуля создали, и что ей точно такую же внешность. Как ей могли сделать точно такую же внешность? Вот это должно было измениться. Подтвердить перенесенное лицо. Всё, бля, так... Ой.
Привыкла уже.
Ужас. Ой, ужас. Да что, вот видите, я что-то... Я нажимаю, оно сразу... Господи, страшно что-то
А как тебя
нажимать.
узнают друзья?
Меня узнают друзья. Так, мы видели, вроде назад можно. Ну, хочу потыкаться. Давай обратно, можешь как-то? Спасибо. Sims. Как обратно-то? Как с управлением все грустнее. Тут прям реально как будто геймпад нужен. Цвет радужки. Шепард что было? Зеленые глаза, да? Угу. Ну, теперь косит, блин, смотрит на меня и косит. Да нормальный подбородок.
Куда кликнешь, туда смотрят, как у врача.
Нет, просто кликать не получается. Надо именно водить. А где тот рыжий? Ладно. Все хуйня, мне не нравится. Все отлично. Так. Специализация. Проект Лазарь. Стать солдатом. Навыками никто не сравнится с ними в выносливости.
Если туда-сюда поводить выбор носа, то она начинает принюхиваться.
Разведчик. На технике, так и на способах ведения боя. Маскировать. Штурмовик. Так, умение сингулярность, бросок, притяжение, ударная волна по биотике. Обезвреживать, убивать противников с помощью биотической. Ну, такие маги, так сказать. По технике, дроны. Нет, техника интересна. Ну, либо штурмовик, либо адепт. Вот мне нравится. Но так как использовать скиллы, это, скорее всего, сложно, то легче всего просто стрелять. Адепт. Ну, штурмовик. Что, штурмовика оставляем, Вань, скажи? Адепт. Да, штурмовика, да, оставляем.
Ауф.
Подтвердить.
Да какая разница? Бери что в кайф.
Миринда.
Damn it, Watson, she's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
В жопе.
Да. Ой, слава богу, я хотела мага оставить внешность. Да, господи, с койки сразу на войну, вы чё? Дайте оклематься.
Pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it.
Как перезарядить? Перезарядить. Что это? Что они мне на квадратик показывают? Что это за квадратик? Перезарядить квадратик. Ой, это за квадратик, блять. R. Перезарядка R. Не работает R. А, я патроны не взяла, наверное. Тормозаря. Вот я читаю в углу перезарядить и в середине перезарядить. А термоэт... Капец, еще не бесплатные патроны? Вы чё? Чё они так все поменяли-то? Я пробовал, чтобы перепрыгнуть. Господи, тут можно прыгать. Как много они поменяли. Чё, куда следовать? Офигеть, патроны считают. А, ебать. Офигеть, патроны подбираются. Я в шоке. Максимальное количество. Офигеть, просто на полу валяются. А, тут нет прохода. На каком подъемнике? А, подъемник. Капец. Вау!
Alert. Hostile forces have engaged. Unit member offline. Unit member offline. Allied force casualty.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise. Progress is slow, but subject shows
даже по несколько раз можно.
Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Got him! Got him! What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. Probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Гася жесткий.
No shield.
Левый shift, окно приказов.
Блин, ты тут лучше выглядишь.
Just give the order and I'll hit him with a biotic power.
Ты не черчёвый, бро.
Укажите при помощи мыши место.
У тебя задача. Поэтому роботы идут.
А чё так сложно? Как выбрать? Как выбрать врага? А вон. О, понятно. Трэш, это надо мышкой прицел навести, пиздец. Ну то при помощи мыши. Ничего не понял.
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion.
Ну, Пресли мне тоже не особо нравился.
The non-alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on.
Нормально, так просто было. Пару милых отшота.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Да, выберемся, подожди. Джейкоб. Джейкоб? Джейкоб.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning?
Бля, там люди умирают. Ну, сейчас поговорить надо.
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions.
Блин, ну капец, какое качество стало, как свет появился в игре, как он падает там на его черное лицо.
You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Блин, шрамы появились на лице у меня.
Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Блин, жить надо так.
Падает на его черное лицо и растворяется.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Какой? Ты не показал. Патроны. О, какое-то лицо внизу появилось у меня. Что это значит? Заблокировано? Наверное, нет. А себе свет моргает.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
Не видно, что за лицо снизу. Слишком темно.
Моя господи. Перезарядка. Я вообще в шоке, что я даже не могла подумать, что тут будет механика. Механика перезарядки. Блин, управление бы плавнее сделать. Как-то дергается слишком картинок. А чё, опять двери? Опа, информация.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
Настрой вышел где? На настройках.
Я что-то в прошлый раз настраивала, ничего не поменялось. Хотя это уже другая игра.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me.
О, лысые, не люблю.
How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Тут будет толк.
Укажите при помощи мыши объект, который будет применено единство. Стреляет павшего члена отряда. Вот так вот наводить? Они даже никак не подсвечиваются. Хоть бы подсветили, а чё, может, я не туда навела.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
Я не доверяю.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector.
Так, что
There's no
мне
way
нравится
she
этот
survived.
лысый.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she?
Что за звуки?
Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not.
Такая
We
крыса.
need to save ourselves.
Лысый как в матрице, пидорас какой-то.
We can overload the canister to clear a path to the shuttles.
Так, еще куда? Перегрузки. Перегрузка. Энергетический удар наносит серьезный урон щитам
Ха-ха-ха, ебать перегрузится.
и врагам-синтетикам. Перегрузка.
Лысый красавчик.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
По ящикам ебануло.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Should I recognize that name?
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a side effect of your recovery. You and
Ну или
Cerberus
просто моего
certainly have a history.
тупизма.
According to the Alliance, we're a radical pro-human splinter group. You wiped out several of our research bases. But things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back.
Подожди, а это не те, кто
Right now,
Кайдена?
we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not
Дайте.
working with terrorists.
Но не точно.
You can tell it to the boss. But after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Герой. Сюда. О, господи, сколько всего происходит. Цербер. Ну, просто единственное, кто что-то говорил про людей, какие-то истории рассказывал, это Кайден. Аленка. Что? Ну, он говорил, что из него там сделали солдаты всякими радикальными методами. Террористы. Говорят, какие-то террористы. Все взяли, да, полутали. Окей. Так, настройки, управление, сглаживание пыл, чувствительность мыши. Давай 35 попробуем. Чувствительность камеры низкая. Левша. Управление левша. А еще есть перевернут. Офигеть.
20 ставь.
30. Ну, это нормально.
They've seen us.
Где вообще мое здоровье там показывается?
Попробуй 20.
А, это именно чувствительность камеры. Тут 20, не 20 влияет на то, сколько раз мне нужно покрутить рукой, чтобы повернуться на 360. А то, что камера дергается, это вот вопрос камеры. Понимаешь? Будьте комфорт. Да не комфортно. Тебе реально, чтобы повернуться направо, просто надо очень сильно поворачивать рукой.
We've been spotted.
Блять. Я не заметила, что они там были. Продолжить. Может, продолжить.
Лол.
Subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant.
Нет, слишком. Ой.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Ну, это факт. Что ему себе...
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Да.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Понятно.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here
Она
as soon
так
as I
мерзко
could.
выглядит. Просто
Probably a little too
отвратительно.
soon if you ask Wilson.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on.
Да, вся какая-то, блин, ботоксная, не знаю. Пец, у меня шрамы жесткие.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Это тяжелый люкс.
Тяжелый люкс. Хочется задать вопрос.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done.
Блин, я сейчас, я не пройду этот тест.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died in a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right.
Я тут уже вторую
We'll have
часть
to hope the
прохожу.
elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive
Журнал,
man is
поговорите
waiting
с
for you in the other room.
призраком. Так, журнал все еще на G. Могла бы я
Это
надеяться.
уже второй.
Но нет. Вообще какие-то есть активные кнопки? Вообще никакие кнопки не работают. Да уж.
Столько лет
Журнал.
прошло, а Миранда все так же хороша.
Да ты вовремя зашел, получается. Вовремя. Поговорить с призраком. Ага, вот так теперь выглядит. А есть где-нибудь кнопочка поменять тему оформления? Мне этот оранжевый не очень нравится. По имени. Хорошо.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Как у тебя дело? Как тебе 2 часть?
А я вот только-только начала. Что, пролог послушали-то и все. Ну, красивая игра, красивая. Я вообще в шоке была, то, что тут перезаряжаться теперь надо. Теперь можно нормально способности использовать. Что? Внешний вид. Офигеть, можно переодеваться. Можно переодеваться. Что? Можно вот так вот бегать. Грудь. Без вариантов? Как без вариантов? Офигеть. Это та толстовочка с... О, мой бог, это что? Это что? Не, ну я думаю, на прием.
Я негра капец уважал. Четкий тип, без лишней мишры.
Да, классный. Как применить? Я хочу платье. Как применить?
Ваня, привет.
Тут нет кнопки применить. А вот, появилась. Ничего не
Арам,
есть.
привет.
Так а чё? Ничего не меняется-то.
Настя, какие платья? Там жнецы на носу. Сколько времени в Армении сейчас?
Какие у меня прием с этим, с начальником? Господи, ну можно сделать розовый костюм. Они хотят меня убить.
Один, 20. Я только с работы домой приехал. С работы пришел только.
Не, ну узоры некрасивые. Где черный? Почему черного нет цвета узора? Зеленый только. Бордовый какой-то.
Хе-хе, работяга. Приятного аппетита. Спасибо, Вань.
Какой зеленый камуфляж пусть будет. Я все равно хочу платье. Конечно, цвет снаряги, блин, поменялся, а платье нет. Что тут еще есть? Иди. Прыгайте, быстро. Почему жук-то? Почему жук?
Ты похожа на майского жука.
Че, угораете? Ладно, я не видела майских жуков просто никогда. Просто сочетание рыжего и зеленого самое красивое. У него глаза зеленые. Капец, блин. Мужики сидят.
Ахахаха.
Построиться. Це запомнили.
Ваня опередил.
Как переодеться? Лицо, блин.
Не ну а что, жук майский прикольный добряк.
О, красиво.
Настя хочет с жуками из цитадели за своего выйти.
Платье мне дайте надеть уже. Как?
Давай дело красный.
Да какой красный? Бесите. Вы тоже. Да не, хуйня какая-то.
Ахахахахаха. Красно-белый.
Красно-белый. Он что, железный человек? О, вот это красиво. Не знаю, как-то так случайно получилось.
Мёд отряд.
Красиво. Его оставляем. Платье дайте надеть. А меня еще это... Дадут потом еще переодеться? Дайте платье.
Сделай цвета, как глаза у призрака.
Фига себе, космо, дядя.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Капец, как много людей.
Не может-ка начальнику ненакрашенное прийти.
What exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think.
Ew.
That one woman, one very specific woman, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Насть, не соглашайся, пока он платье не пообещает.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Что, охуели? Я вообще-то из Альянса. Почему я должен просто так работать на вас?
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
О, они помяли местами, а я ушла по кругу.
А как ты к Церберу относишься?
Я не знаю ничего про Цербер. Типа, я не помню, что в первой части. Ну, короче, я ничего не знаю. Как мне к нему относиться, если ничего не знаю?
And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Как?
If what you say is true, If the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Is this a volunteer job or am I
Они
being
наемники,
volunteered?
замешанные в мутных
You
делах
always have a
в
choice,
первой
Shepard.
части.
If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Капец, подобрали меня как космический мусор. Как открыть, вот где раньше инвентарь был, П. Мне пишут про новые уровни. Или нет? Раз.
И теперь ты его кукла.
А все. Да, похоже на то автораспределение. Ну, да. Чё? А не, герой нормально качается. И смотри, я знаю, где.
Immediately following the first contact war, an anonymous extranet manifesto warned that an alien attempt at human genocide was inevitable. The manifesto called for the reclusive tycoon. Immediately following the first contact war, an anonymous extranet manifesto warned
А можно,
that an
чтобы он
alien
не
attempt...
читал? Я не смогу так читать. По Overwatch. Блин, ну так-то я, в принципе, уже дошла до логической концовки. Ну, точнее. Ой, что прочитать? В следующий раз про Цербер, что они... Не, сейчас, короче, прочитаю, Оль, про Цербер и готова буду в Overwatch вылетать. Организация.
Immediately following the first contact war, an anonymous extranet
Заканчивай.
manifesto
Go
warned
Overwatch.
that an alien attempt at human genocide was inevitable. The manifesto called for an army, a Cerberus to guard against invasion through the
Это
Charon
действие
relay.
необходимо.
Derided
Выйди
as
из локации.
survivalist rhetoric written by an elusive man, the
Я так и знала, что вы придете саботировать мой стрим. Мне приятно. Не, ну это нереально. Я не могу читать, когда мне в английский в уши льют. То
Ну,
может
вы
быть
чё?
свободное время про это. Я не понимаю, у меня кнопки не работают. И платья не дают. Карта не открывается. Вообще, где я, что я? Но игра красивая, конечно. Как F5. Сохранение. Все, сохранилось. Вань, ну,
Выйди из
а
локации.
чё ты не спишь-то? Уже 1:30 ночи на работе, а ты все еще не спишь. Как бы пора бы, да? Все, короче, погнали. Погнали Overwatch. Mass Effect 2 крутая игра. Необычная. Во, мне даже
Они хотят, чтобы жнецы
шрамы
победили.
это...
Понимаю.
Открылись.
Такая же тема Салон Инзеда.
А, нет, это тень
Но там
просто
можно
была.
закрыть и открыть снова, чтобы не было голоса. А ты чего
Я
не спишь?
попробовала закрыть и открыть, а он опять читается. Я что не сплю? У меня выходной. Два выходных в неделю. Не 5, не 6, 2 всего лишь. И вот могу не поспать. Все, короче. Спасибо. Блин, Арам пришел тоже, капец, как приятно. Приходи почаще. Ой, что-то... В этой игре мне опять HDR надо настраивать, потому что вижу, что-то стрим какой-то бледный опять. Ладно, разберемся в следующий раз. Спасибо, ребят. Давайте.
Запускаем гусей-разведчиков 0.